I'm down at one of my buddy's cabins. I'm with a group of friends, a smaller group. We named our group the Rowdies because we can get a little rowdy sometimes.
Buckle up, you guys. This is gonna be a wild ride of a video. I have never been so enraged by a scene on reality TV than I was when I saw this dinner scene with Ethan, the Rowdies, and Lydia and Zac on Welcome to Plathville. I fucking hate bullies. This was such a gross display of not only toxic, but fragile masculinity, and it needs to be called out for what it is. The Plath men are unwell, and we are team justice for Lydia over here on Reality Squad. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah, and welcome back to my channel. 2 episodes into season 7 of Plathville, and I am almost at a loss for words with what I am seeing transpire on my TV screen. We start off episode 2 with this really weird conversation between Ethan and Mariah, where Ethan goes on and on about the lack of endowment that this charcuterie board knife has.
This knife is not well endowed.
Is what?
It's not well endowed.
What is that? What does that mean?
Look at it.
Well in what?
Look, it's a very short sword, very little blade. It's not well endowed.
Well in what?
Well endowed.
Well endowed? What does that mean? By the look on his face, I don't want to know.
Do you want me to tell you?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, is it bad? Is it?
I mean, it's not. Let's just say well endowed means big.
So what do you think of Lydia's NASCAR wedding?
NASCAR wedding?
It's just so fast.
Oh, it is quite fast. So, yeah.
That's an
for
understatement.
Sure. They met like 3 months ago.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm at the spot where I'm like, I will watch and observe and I will not get involved. Ever again.
Yeah.
But you?
No, I'm getting involved. I'm happy for Lydia. She's happy. But me and Micah decided, since it's so fast, we'd give him hell. And if he sticks around...
You can make it up to him once he passes the test? No?
No, that's just, you know, the admission fee.
I'm just gonna put it out there that it's a little odd to be having a conversation about genital sizes with your sister. Also, Ethan, you wear a whole lot of jewelry for someone so concerned with being perceived as the ultimate macho man. A skull ring? Really? I'm just saying. The reason why I wanted to touch on this conversation is because Mariah is saying she is team whatever makes Lydia happy, and she's not gonna get involved even though the whole family thinks that Lydia is moving super fast. And Ethan is all like, nah, I'm getting involved. The bros and I decided we gotta give Zac a hard time. This is fucking gross and toxic behavior, and we as parents need to be vigilant and on the lookout for our kids not falling into toxic friend groups with people like Ethan Plath. When Kim described Ethan as a rugged man's man in this episode, I almost spit out my Diet Coke, because are you talking about this guy?
And she was just the most beautiful sight ever in her little dress.
You're in love. My, how easy it is to forget where you come from after apparently getting sucked into the manosphere. I mean, Cody Brown had a complete personality change too. The internet is a dangerous place for a fragile male ego. So Ethan Plath has his panties in a bunch because he feels like Lydia is getting married too fast. Lydia's boyfriend, Zac, went to hug Ethan when they first met, and Ethan immediately has to be like, whoa, bro, I'm not gay, settle down. For those saying that they think Ethan doth protest too much, I mean, I'm a firm believer in letting people tell you who they are, but what I will say is that in the year of our Lord 2025, I have never witnessed someone so bothered by homosexuality. Like, evolve, Ethan. Homosexuality isn't contagious. So Ethan is big bothered by Zac's existence, and he has made it his mission to make Zac blending into his family as miserable as possible. Later in episode 2, 19-year-old Isaac is gathered with his friends at one of their cabins, and if you blink, you might miss them because they're all dressed in camo. Then Ethan, Zac, and Lydia trickle in for dinner, and things take a toxic turn as we witness witnessed just some of the most abhorrent bullying I have ever seen on reality TV.
We got a new addition to the regular group tonight. Ethan's actually in town. Ethan fits right in. They all like him, and he's definitely can get along with them really good.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, what's up?
Zach's gotten to spend a lot of time with the rest of my family, but not so much my brothers, so.
So, good to see you again. So you guys are just now having dinner. Yeah, do you want to pull up a chair or something?
For my sisters, I feel that my role is the guys that they bring home, feel them out and get a read on them for who they are and what they think, and
Just giving him a little before he joins the family for good.
Hey, good to see you.
It's obvious just how different Zac is from not just me, but all my friends, most people down here. It's just, it's a lot to take at once. What you guys been up to? I've seen you around a little bit, just here and there after work.
Wedding planning. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did today. We went to the farm and met up with Kim.
The field areas, well, it'll be beautiful, all the decorations, so.
I had such a hard time keeping a straight face. Probably not the nicest thing, but that's just me, I guess.
Anything you want to share with the choir, Ethan?
The choir?
Sorry, I grew up I was in a lot of choirs growing up.
Interesting.
Huh?
What?
I know a lot of inside jokes are there, and there's only so much I can relate to with them. I just would love to be brought in on what you guys are laughing about. Isaac?
They want to know?
I don't know. I guess I just want them to trust me, but it's, there's only so much that I can do.
I'm not trying to be an alarmist and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic when I say this, but I am really glad that there was a camera crew there because I actually was worried for Zac's safety, given the fact that we know Isaac has a tendency towards violence and has an underage drinking problem. According to Micah's ex-girlfriend, Veronica. Get a bunch of dudes like this together, fueling each other's bigotry and toxicity, trying to one-up each other to show off how manly each one of them is, then add on copious amounts of alcohol. This could have ended very badly for Zac. So yeah, I am really glad this was filmed for the show. I am so impressed by Zac for standing up for himself and being like, anything you want to share with the choir, Ethan? And of course, Ethan thinks that a choir is about the gayest word he's ever heard, conveniently forgetting how his mother, Kim, has been trying to make the Plaths the next Partridge Family for however many years. Like, wasn't the season 6 finale of Plathville a family concert? But sure, Ethan, go on with your newfound cigar obsession. I mean, if we want to have a conversation about phallic symbolism, we can. Ginger and Jeremy from Duggar Notoriety have a podcast, and they just interviewed Zac and Lydia, and the second part of that interview just came out. I will link both episodes in the description of this video, so you can get what is, in my opinion, a much better picture of Lydia and Zac as a couple. I think Zac is pretty chill, and I honestly think he seems to be very good for Lydia. During this interview, Lydia credits Zac and his family with helping her to open up about how she communicates her emotions, something she says was never a thing in her family. In fact, in this interview, she talks about how after her brother Joshua died, nobody was allowed to talk about his death as a means of sparing Kim's feelings. And it's like, Joshua's death didn't just happen to Kim, it happened to the entire family. And it seems like she monopolized the grief in mourning his passing, which is very on brand for Kim. And I already know I'm gonna get some comments about me doing anything that resembles judgment of Kimberly's behavior in regards to Joshua's death, but whatever, I don't care. At me if you want, you're not gonna change my opinion of Kim Plath. I really think it's shitty that therapy and trauma counseling was never provided for these kids who lost a sibling, some of whom were in the car at the time of the accident. This whole family is seriously fucked up, but hey, they are choosing to put their family dynamic on television for public consumption, so people are going to talk about it. But back to this dinner. If I witnessed any of my kids participating in bullying like this, I would handle that shit so fast. I don't care if they are 9 or 19. I'm raising my kids to know that we don't treat other human beings this way. This is not cool. This does not make you fit in to put someone else down. And that mentality all starts at home. I don't know if Ethan is trying to preserve what he thinks are conservative values in his orbit. I don't really perceive this as Christian values because this behavior is far from Christian. I also don't really think that this is conservative values either. I think this is just whatever Ethan has perverted in his mind to think how macho men act. But really, he's acting like a little bitch. The only Christians I see at this dinner are Zac and Lydia. And sure, maybe they aren't everyone's cup of tea. Maybe you think that they're a little extra, but at least they walk the walk that they are talking. Lydia literally turns the other cheek, which is what Jesus would have done. Zac stands his ground, but all he's looking for is for Lydia's family to accept him. But you've got Ethan and his stooges just yucking it up at Zac's expense because they perceive him to be different. This dinner was extremely hard to watch, and we know this is only going to get worse because we've heard from Veronica what these boys attempted to do to Zac. And it honestly makes me wonder, did Micah ultimately step in and maybe he defended Zac? Like, why did Isaac attack Micah at Lydia's wedding? You'll have to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my second channel, Sarah Spills, and my podcast, Mostly Harmless. Links for both of those will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, X, and TikTok at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.